Alright, welcome back, aviators. What I got for you today is the shark bait. I'm not exactly sure where this came from. It came off of RC Groups, and this is not the original size. The original size is about 12 inches wingspan. This one is not. I went and got them printed out, and they fitted them to the sheet of paper, not to the actual size. So this is a big version, which allowed me not to have to buy new electronics, which is nice. So I'll give you a quick little walk around. This is the one I did my painting tutorial on. You can see that. I'll leave a link in the description for that. So what we're using today is the Spektrum DX6, the old version, the DSM original, not compatible, DSM2, DSM-X, with the AR6000 receiver. Just lightweight, just happens to be the setup that I'm going to use for this. I have the Grayson Hobbies 2208-17 motor with a 938 prop, GWS. I have the Grayson Hobbies 12 amp ESC. I've got 3 9-gram servos. These are Tower Pro servos, and my aileron servo is actually a Grayson Hobbies 9-gram, using a 3-cell 30C 1000 milliamp battery. My 2-cell that I have just is too old, and I use it just for setting up radio equipment. Just single ailerons like usual, rudder and elevator, and center of gravity is just below the wing spars here. What we have for wing spars are 2 1x3 millimeter carbon strips, and then on each side of the fuselage here we have 1 on each side, also 1x3 millimeter carbon rods. I have a 3x3 millimeter outside diameter, 1 millimeter inside diameter tube that's connected to the elevator, and on the the vertical part of the fuselage, I have 1 rod on the top and 1 rod on the bottom. Sorry, not rod, they're strips. 1x3 millimeter strips. And also, just to make it a little bit more rigid, I put some packing tape down the center on both sides. The bottom is covered, the top is covered, and I also did it on the top of the wing plate, down over top of the carbon strips to help with some wing flex. The problem I had when I initially built it, obviously being out of Dollar Tree foam, is that it had a lot of twist in it when with just the foam in it. You can see the wind's blowing us around a little bit. It's probably a bad idea. But after I put the packing tape on there, it took a lot of the twist out. So that's the walk around. For deflection, I'm on low rates right now, which is set to 30 degrees, aileron and elevator. And if you go to high rates, I have that set to 45 degrees. The intention for this plane is to fly indoors inside a gym. I don't have access to the gym, and on a maiden flight I'd like a little bit more space. So today I'm going to fly it outside and see how that goes. So maiden flight, and it's a little windy. It's probably a terrible idea. It's probably blowing maybe 10 miles an hour or so, but the problem is the gust going from nothing to 10. But as long as it flies, I'll be okay to throw it inside a gym. So here we go. Wow, low rates. Lots of wing flex. Wind's coming straight over the building, so it's kind of turbulent, especially right here. I'm gonna have to add some tape to the bottom of the wing. So 30% on the ailerons, or 30 degrees, sorry, isn't getting me a whole lot. So I'm going high rates on the aileron. Now we're up to 45 degrees. Not a whole lot out of it. He's got a big fat wing plate, and that might have something to do with it. Ooh, wind died off. I could definitely fly this in the gym. So we'll cut this flight short. Trying to bring it in and land it, but the wind's kind of pushing me around a bunch. Yeah. So there it is. Maiden flight. Got a prop saver on there. Not a big deal. There it goes. If you have any questions or comments, leave them. Let me know below. I think if I were to build it again, which I probably will, this is the hinge for the aileron right here, I might move it up to probably just below the second spar here and give myself a lot more aileron, and taking away from some of this wing plate, which is just gigantic, which obviously made it more stable. And maybe the actual rudder line is supposed to cut across about right here, or sorry, the elevator line, and I would probably do that in my next build too. But there it is. Leave comments, suggestions, anything like that, and have a good day, aviators.